Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to Storytime Live. We will get started in just a few minutes. We're almost ready to go. Okay. Okay. All right, Assalamu alaikum everyone who just joined us, and welcome to Tarbiyah Storytime Live. This is our weekly live storytime session that we do all through Ramadan. And I have two super talented and very special readers with us today. We have Zeyneb and Adam Abdulaziz. Here they are. Assalamu alaikum, guys. How are you?
Good. We're good, alhamdulillah. How are you guys?
Alhamdulillah, we're doing well. So I know these days we are all stuck inside. You're at home all day. I'm at home all day with my kids, and it's really hard to figure out what to do sometimes. So what are some things that you guys are doing just to stay busy these days?
Well, sometimes we help our mom with iftar, get ready for iftar. We try to memorize some Quran, read a little bit. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's a good way to make the days pass by. Now that it's Ramadan, we can't even snack all day long, right? Which is something I think we used to do, is snacking a lot. But yeah, since we're staying home so much, grown-ups and kids, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to do all day. And so sometimes, even in Ramadan, we end up watching a little too much TV, don't we? Or playing video games. So today, Zeyneb and Adam are going to share a really, really fun Bernstein Bears story about what happens when you watch too much TV. So go for it, Zeyneb and Adam.
Okay, guys, so today we're going to be reading Bernstein Bears Too Much TV. So let's get into it. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay. It was a fine spring day in Bexar County. The bluebirds were singing, the trout were leaping, and except for one small cloud of dust billowing behind the school bus as it came over the hill, the air was sparkling clean. Mama Bear was inside the family's treehouse fixing Brother and Sister Bear their after-school snack. Can you guys see well? Okay.
Brother and Sister Bear got off the school bus and came to the kitchen with hardly a hello. They did what they did every day. They took their milk and cookies into the living room and switched on the TV. There's no question about it, thought Mama. Those cubs are watching too much TV. Later, when Papa Bear came in from his shop and joined Brother and Sister, Mama became even more convinced. There's absolutely no question about it. The whole bear family is watching too much TV.
She wasn't quite sure when it happened. Maybe it began when the old, fuzzy, pictured black and white TV set broke down and they got a big new color TV set. Or maybe it started when Papa put a big antenna on the top of the treehouse and brought in pictures from all over Bexar County. But however it had happened, one thing was sure. The Bear family was spending more and more time watching TV and less time doing all the other things that they could be doing instead.
The Bear family always had lively conversations around the table, but not lately. Lately, they just sat around and chewed. The cubs had all kinds of fun playing outdoors, but not anymore. They were too busy watching Nutty Bear and the Bear Stooges.
That evening after dinner, when brother and sister scampered in to turn on the TV, Mama stopped them and said her piece. We've been watching altogether too much television around here. But Mama, said brother, Nutty Bear's coming on and we're gonna miss it. And the Bear Stooges, added sister. Well, you'll just have to miss them, said Mama firmly. And furthermore, she added, you may as well get used to the idea because there is not going to be any television around here for a whole week. No TV for a whole week? Said the shocked cubs. But Mama!
Never mind the buts, said Papa. Your mother is absolutely right. There's a lot more to life than TV, like homework, for instance, and fresh air and sunshine and exercise. No TV for a week is an excellent idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a sports show I have to watch. Just a moment, Papa, said Mama. No TV for a week means you too. What? Said Papa. You can't be serious.
But Mama was very serious. What about the news? Protested Papa. I won't be able to know what's going around in the world if I don't watch the TV news. Here, try this, said Mama. It's called the newspaper. And the weather, continued Papa. How we know what the weather will be? Try this, said Mama. It's called putting your hand out the window to see if it's gonna rain. What are we supposed to do? Just sit around and talk? Asked brother. That will be fine for starters, said Mama, settling comfortably in her chair.
But it had been so long since the Bear family sat around and talked that they had sort of forgotten how. It really didn't matter because pretty soon Papa fell asleep and snored so loudly that they wouldn't have heard each other anyway. After school the next day, the cubs looked longingly at the TV, but Mama shooed them out to play. Brother's bike had a tire that needed pumping up, and sister's trike needed a little oil. And while it seemed strange not watching television, it was fun riding bikes and trikes again, sort of.
That evening, the cubs worked on their homework, but it wasn't easy with that blank TV just sitting there staring. Then sister noticed an ad in Papa's newspaper, an ad for a TV special. Oh, Mama, she said, look, a special. No TV for a week means no TV for a week, answered Mama. And besides, Mother Nature has a much bigger special waiting for us. We're going to sit outside and watch the stars come out. Watch the stars come out, complained sister. I don't know if I can stand the excitement, said brother.
But as they sat out under the great sky, a spell came over the bears. It was all so big and beautiful. The bears stared at the sky, so far, not a single star. Look, cried sister, something flying. Bats, said Papa, out for the breakfast of insects. Breakfast? asked brother. That's right, answered Papa. Bats sleep during the day, so this is their breakfast time. I see a star, cried sister. She found the first tiny star.
Soon there were others, and after a while the whole sky was full of stars. And it was very special, more special than anything they'd ever seen on TV. It was a sharper picture too, and a much, much bigger screen.
The bear family did all sorts of interesting things over the next few days. So interesting that they hardly thought about the TV. They went on a nature walk and watched tadpoles hatch out of eggs. They watched an orb spider spin a magnificent web. They went shopping at the Bear Country Mall. Sister used some of her savings to buy a knitting spool and some yarn. Brother bought a cube puzzle. They did have to keep an eye on Papa, though.
When they were at the mall, the Cubs caught Papa in the TV store sneaking a look at the game show. Another time, he went downstairs in the middle of the night for a peek at the Late Late movie. Excuse me, guys. Oh, okay. Another time, he went downstairs in the middle of the night for a peek at the Late Late movie, but Mom and the Cubs stopped him just in time.
The week evening. It was the last day of their no TV week. The Bear family was having a lively conversation at the dinner table. They all agreed that the week had been a success. But Brother had a question. Mama, he asked, what is it you don't like about the TV? What do you have against it? Goodness, said Mama, I don't have anything against the TV. I like it. What I'm against is the TV habit. Sitting in front of it day after day, like old stumps waiting for dry rot to set in. Well, said Brother, tomorrow I'm going to get a whole bunch of snacks and watch TV all day. Me too, said Sister. Me too, said Papa.
But the only one who did watch it all day was Papa. Brother got interested in his cube puzzle and finally solved it. Sister started knitting a rug on her knitting spool. Finally, even Papa had had enough TV and decided to bait his hook for a couple of those leaping trout. Okay,
Wow. That was so good, you guys. That was such a good story, and I think you did such a good job reading it too.
Thank you.
So, did you have any questions for us?
Well, why don't you guys tell us some things that you guys can do instead of watching TV?
Yeah, kids. So go ahead, you or have your grown-up a comment in the chat box and say something that you can do at home that is not watching TV. So instead of watching TV. And this actually, listening to you guys read it, it reminded me of when in the summers growing up, like summer break would start and my mom would cancel the TV service. She would like shut off the cable for 3 months every summer. For many, many summers, she did that. And initially, me and my brother and sister, we'd be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's finally summer and we can watch TV. But then we started doing other things. We started reading and going outside, and we'd just be on our bikes outside like all day long. It was, yeah. But I, as a kid, initially I was like, oh my God, what do you mean no TV? So Leif says that he plays with toys instead of watching TV.
Nice, Leif.
Yeah, that's really good, Leif. Good job. Anybody else? What do you guys do instead of watching TV? What's something else you can do? What's something that you guys might do? Or like with your younger brother?
Oh, well, sometimes he has Pokemon cards and we would do a match or something. We'd play together.
Yeah, you can play Pokemon or you can play a board game or something. Those are all really great ideas. Those are things we can do that, you know, is not just watching TV or playing a video game or something. So that's really good. That's a really good reminder. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you, Zeyneb and Adam, for reading for us today. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to tune in every Monday at 3 for Storytime. Next week, we actually have a author. Her name is Sadia Faruqi. She's from Texas, and she's going to be joining us to read from her really awesome Meet Yasmin series. If you guys have not picked up these books, I really, really recommend it. They are so fun, and it's all about just a young Muslim Pakistani girl growing up here, and they're really cute books. I've also shared the links for our Tarbiya Make a Gift and Give however you want to donate. I've shared those links, and I really, really urge all of you, please, I hope you're enjoying our Ramadan programming, and I really would like to ask you to help us in fulfilling the $500,000 balloon payment that is due on our new masjid. Inshallah, we'll be able to complete this and raise all of the funds. And we're really looking forward to when all of us can meet together and pray together again in the masjid. I know I really miss the masjid. I'm sure you guys do too, Zeyneb and Adam. So inshallah, we're looking forward to when we can be back together. But until then, we do have, of course, more Tarbiyah live programs for you. We have messages from the divine every evening at 9 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. We also have continued kids programming all week long. Tomorrow is another craft along session. This one is going to be all about sadaqah. So you can just sign up for, I think we have the link on our Tarbiyah website. And you can just sign up for that. That's going to be on Zoom. Wednesday and Thursday, we have our continued kid-friendly Seerah series called My Friend, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And tomorrow, actually, we have another special halaqah with Ustada Jannah Sultan called The Nights of Noor. That's every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Again, you can sign up for that. And of course, on Friday, we have our spiritual talk at 12:45. So if you have any questions, go ahead, feel free to ask. And we'll be here for you guys, inshallah, next week again. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, guys.